football games. Chris was a hell of a football player. And Lee asked Coach Powell, he said, Coach, you mean you want Chris Collinsworth? Here's two big old boys that played with the Saints that I coached at LSU that are good football players. And on the 6-point explosion drill, what I try to do is hips over the heels, curl the toes, and get the weight back over the heels. A little further, please. All right, now, you want the weight on the fingertips, and you want the elbows slightly bent, and the hands about shoulder width. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm particular as hell about this drill. I wrote up my drills for not long ago. It took me a pretty good while to write them up, but I wrote about 3 pages on this drill right here, because it ain't just get out there and do this shit. There's a lot of stuff involved in this. You go to the next shot. Right. Okay. Now, I'm a hands player. I'm a hands player, okay, guys? And I suppose all of you all are. But hand placement, getting the hands in place and everything, and getting the hands on a blocker is the thing that we talk about constantly and preach constantly to it. Okay? And so the thing that we want to do, we want the thumbs up and we want the elbows rolled inward. If you get your hands on him like this, and if your palms are up, he's going to break that stuff. He's going to be in your sternum in just a minute. If you'll get your elbows up and your elbows rolled in and your thumbs up, and I got a buddy that goes, you want your thumbs up and you want your elbows rotated inside. And that's what this kid's working on right here. And the next shot is a different angle of him. Right. Thumbs up, elbows rolled inward. Okay? So we talked about the hips and the placement. Let's go to the next shot if you will. Okay? You want to explode out the hips and legs. I use this shot right here because of the stripe on the pants. This kid does a great job. If you're watching, and if you go, son, roll through a couple of shots and you'll see. Boom. Watch his hips. Okay, good. Now, stop it right there. This is shoot the hands from the ground to the blocker. Get the hands off the ground and on the blocker. Don't lift the hands, don't draw the hands back. The hands come off the ground on the blocker. Inside hands win, quickest hands win. So you want to get them hands on him as quick as possible. You guys that watched LSU play this year, if you saw him on TV or anything, this is a boy named Lively. He had Lively, who was number 93, who's a damn rolling ball of butcher knives, I'm telling you. I mean, plays wide ass open, practices wide ass open, sits in the meeting like this. I mean, I wish everybody had a guy like that to coach it. You know, I've been blessed with 2 or 3 of them, but this guy is one of them. Go back, son, shit. All right, watch this is one name. This kid right here now. Go back one more frame, please. One more frame. There you go, good. Watch the difference in quickness of these hands. Because Jarvis is lifting his hands. You want to take that motion. Now this boy right here is a pretty good football player, yeah? Plays for the Patriots, wearing that big old Super Bowl ring. But I'm telling you now, he's slow by getting his hands in there, slower than I want him to. And this one, I don't know how far I've gone. Run this, please, son. Okay, look at the difference now where those hands are. One's got them in, one don't have them in. Okay? And this is a shot right here where you can see the football and it's ball reaction. Now stop right there just a minute. Let me say this to you, okay? Let me say this to you. Here's what I believe too, okay? Here's what I believe. You don't have to believe this, don't make shit. But here's what I believe. When I start teaching 6-point explosion, I don't even think about nothing but the technique in 6-point explosion. Hands quick off the ground, supinate the thumbs, roll the hips, all that kind of stuff. When I first start teaching it, I don't put a ball out there. Okay? I don't put a ball out there. This is where I learned to teach things over the years. I don't put a ball out there. Because now he's got 2 thumbs. Well, basically 3. He's got to get lined up on the ball. He's got to move on the ball. And he's got to do this technique. All I want him to do first is what, guys? Do the technique. Then I'm going to add a ball. Okay? Then I'm going to get me a damn manager I keep one with me, and y'all need to, they're the best friends you ever got. And he's going to give him funky snap counts. It's like I told Rory, we're going to work on snap counts, we're going to work on hard count from the time we come on this field to the time we leave. So that progression, I think, is helpful, Coach. I think that's helpful. He learns to do the technique, and I try to teach everything that way. What's teaching to do step one, then move, add step two, and then add step three. Anyway, this is good. This is a really good job. And this is all four of them right here. Go ahead, son. All four of them working on ball heads. This is the linebacker stance. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. And this is some game shots right here. I'll run through this and give them one. What's your name? You're doing a hell of a job. Run through those game shots and we'll just go ahead and run it through. You don't draw them hands back. He comes out of his hips and the hands go forward, which takes some coaching. It ain't a natural thing for kids to do. Watch this guy. This guy was not a very good player, but they called him technique. It allowed him to be a player for us. I heard something. I think old boy's disinterested or just knows all this shit. Drive on it, right there. Drive on the blocker as you locate the football. Drive on the blocker as you locate the football. How many of the people in this room have coached and done the same thing just like I have? Neutralized the damn blocker, and on second effort, he whipped our ass. You know, you get the guy's ass whipped, and you reach for the ball carrier, and then he's going to bring his feet, and all of a sudden you give him ground, and the ball, it's happened to all of us, I know. Drive on the blocker. Drive on the blocker. If I had time, I'd go into all this, because it's really good shit. Watch this guy. Drive on that center. Run it back around one time. That's far as helping me. That's always good shit like this. Anyhow. Whoa. 5 technique, guard, fullback, tailback. Took them all. Watch your 3. Who's blocking? 20. Damn, that 3's got both of them. Brian, you see that right there? That's what I want you to do next. This is a run it that one time. This is a nose on a slip block against Illinois. Oh, come on back. Right here. Come on, Brian. Shit. Come on back. There you go. I know it is. Just let it run from right there. Let it run from right there, Brian. Make good. Watch your nose here. 2 of them. 2 of them. Watch the 3 technique here. Drive on the outside guard. Watch your nose here, Jeff. Watch the backside of this. This is a hell of a shot. Watch the backside, the back end of this right here. See the linebacker straight to fit? Hell of a job by the nose. Now run this back, but I don't want coach you to see. It's just me. This is poor coaching. Can you stop it right there on that next shot? Right there. Actually, what happened here, there's 4 adjacent. Alabama's got 4 adjacent offensive linemen and a damn wing. 4S coaching, because we didn't adjust to it. They ran out of the huddle with 4 adjacent, had a wing, and tried to snap the ball. Okay? We didn't adjust to it. Poor coaching, good job by these guys driving on the blockers. Now roll it. Turned out all right, didn't it? Turned out all right. Watch the, there's another next shot. Go ahead and show them. Watch the covered lineman from LSU. No movement, guys. No movement. And block release is really important to us. Getting off, whipping the blocker's ass is one thing. Getting off the block violently is another thing. Run that back one time. Watch the nose here. This is a release spin tackle, which they're working on right here. And watch the nose. Good. Good. He jolted that damn Alabama center, didn't he? Here's a nice one against Texas A&M. Watch him come out of those legs. Now, I think the guard's going this way, and now he's going that way. Here's one. This boy plays with the Eagles. No, Jets. And they moved him to offense. That's him right there. Good hips. Did a good job coming out of his legs. And here's one. This boy's the coach for the Chicago Bears, and I'm really proud of him. And it's a horse shit shot, but maybe you can see it right there. Good separation. Got his hips rolled through really nice. You can see this one, I think. If it's a little darker, you can see this a little better. We want to roll those hips, come out in down legs. That's where we learn to do it, is beginning in 6-point explosion. Brian, go ahead and run. This is a good one, guys. Look at this one right here, and then Brian, Sugar Bowl. This is the play against Nebraska in the Sugar Bowl. This kid's a freshman for it. Watch his Nebraska tackle. And then the next shot, I freeze it. Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead and freeze. It's a great job, isn't it? Kid was a freshman. He's a true freshman in that ball. And the kid from Nebraska, I can guarantee he wasn't a freshman. You know, Coach Osmond's there, they're all about 25, 30. Hand punch. Okay. Now here's some shots. I hate to be that damn center, guys. This is Alabama. Let's say some horse shit bunch of people. Great rotation. This is Texas A&M. Really good job. This is 3 technique. Brian kicking somebody's ass. Like that's what you want to do right there. And in the back now, the back's got a problem. The back's got a problem, folks. Good shot here. Watch the nose guard. This is a boy named Shannon Robeek, playing center, who's the best center in the SEC. Great separation, huh? Great hip rotation. Auburn, that's an undefeated 93 team that's trying to get the ball off and then go away. Kevin Henry, this boy played right here with the Steelers for about 9 years. Show the second shot. Watch his hip. I froze it. See his hands being shot, hips. And that's Ernest Dow on offense, who's about 350 pounds, and Kevin is shocking his ass. Okay? Run it back one time. I want to say this one here, please. All right, this is against Alabama also. This next one. Watch the left defense. No, just run. Left defensive end. Now you see the Alabama offensive left tackle? Watch him right here. Here he is right here. You see that? I know you heard about knocking them to the damn knees. There it is. And let me tell you guys, it's awful hard to run. Run one more time, please, Brian. Back that last time. It's awful hard to run with the line of scrimmage knocked back on it. And there's a back all dressed up with no. Yeah, it's on, comes later. Okay. Comes later. Watch the 9 and watch the 5. Okay? Again. Just keep running. Here, the 9 don't get the damn tight end's ass whipped. You gotta do, hey, the journey is the important thing. The journey, the first step. Get the blocker's ass whipped. Then you want to locate the ball. You want to do all those type of things. Okay? Watch the 9 and 5 here. Look at the difference. One's in deep shit, guys. Because you didn't whip the blocker's tail. Same thing here. Watch the 9 and 5. There's Stephen making the tackle on the guy. Well, I love this one right here. That's the 5 technique, whipping ass, and the 9 technique, catching the block. 2 words I hate, catch and soft. Hate both of them. Like my women soft, don't know what I think about catch. I don't know what the hell that is. Watch this right here. This is a great shot. Strike it. Electrify. Watch the 3 technique over here. This is Auburn's undefeated team, pretty damn good offensive guard. Now, I want this. Brian, go back one time. I want to show you where he charges. I want to show you. Watch his coach. Watch where his. The Auburn shot comes from the back. Watch his 3 technique. Watch his angle of charge. Y'all see him coming to that outside pad? I'm telling you, the pad is the key. Via the net, hell, just go and put him in here and let the linebacker play out here.
Coach, where's his inside hand? Right on his chest?
Yes, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Well, you asked me, they have good questions. I'm going to show you in just a minute. Go ahead and run the shit, right? Go fast. Have coached and done the same thing just like I have. Neutralized the damn blocker, and on second effort, he whipped our ass. You know, you get the guy's ass whipped, and you reach for the ball carrier, and then he's going to bring his feet, and all of a sudden you give him ground, and the ball, it's happened to all of us, I know. Drive on the blocker, drive on the blocker. If I had time, I'd go into all this, it's really good shit. Watch this guy. Drive on that center. Run it back around one time. That's far as helping me pass over this good shit like this. Anyhow, whoa. 5 technique, guard, fullback, tailback. Took them all. Watch your 3. Who's blocking 20? Damn, that 3's got both of them. Brian, you see that right there? That's what I want you to do next. This is a run it back one time. This is a nose on a slip block against Illinois. Oh, come on back. Right here. Come on, Brian. Shit. Come on back. There you go. I know it is. Just let it run from right there. Let it run from right there, Brian. Make good. Watch your nose here. 2 of them. 2 of them. Watch the 3 technique here. Drive on the outside guard. Watch your nose here, Jeff. Watch the backside of this. This is a hell of a shot. Watch the backside, the back end of this right here. See the linebacker straight to fit? Hell of a job by the nose. Now run this back, right? I want to coach you to see this just a minute. This is poor coaching. Can you stop it right there on that next shot? Right there. Actually, what happened here, there's 4 adjacent. Alabama's got 4 adjacent offensive linemen and a damn wing. Poor ass coaching, because we didn't adjust to it. They ran out of the huddle with 4 adjacent, had a wing, and tried to snap the ball. Okay? We didn't adjust to it. Poor coaching, good job by these guys driving on the blockers. Now roll. Turned out all right, didn't it? Turned out all right. Watch the, there's another next shot. Go ahead and show them. Watch the covered lineman from LSU. No movement, guys. No movement. Here. Shrug release, spin tackle. That's it. Happens in the games. Great play here by the nose. Got a direct run. Gets off the Florida center, makes a tackle. Watch the Florida center. 50. Great job here by the nose, getting off the block. Making the tackle. I got miles of that shit, guys. This is Henry Thomas right here. This is a great player who was a great technician. 14 years as a starter in the NFL. Now, let me tell you, this is a boy, run it back one time, right? This boy right here is a strength coach at LSU right now, boy in Bo Davis. I've never seen zero nose played on a direct run any better than this right here. In 37 years of ball. Not this one. It's the next one. This is against Georgia. Watch this kid play both A gaps and come off and make the play. Strike him, separate him, find the ball, press the blocker as you find the ball, and release the blocker. Information. Watch your nose here. Now, I hope you can see this. I'm going to come back and put a circle around it. He's got a white glove on a purple jersey, and I think you might can see it if it's not too light. Y'all see his thumb up? Thumbs up. Y'all see his hands? I know it's hard for Brian to get it this way. Watch. Y'all see the hands off the ground and on the man?
With the zero technique, are you using,
Stop it.
right hands? Right hands?
Well, in the zero technique, it just depends on. Let coach want to know about a zero technique with the nose tackle, okay? Now, we played several different things. When we are a two-gap players, we're in a little bit different stance and maybe a little bit different way. When we're in a one-gap, you know, we're attacking his ass on the snap of the ball. We play what we call read attack. Both of them are attacking the blocker. We play what we call read attack when they're head up with inside gap responsibility. When they're outside gap with outside gap responsibility, we play what we call attack react. Okay? Now, coach, if we're playing attack react with the nose, he always has the backside eight. Because I know this, I don't know a lot, but I know this, you can't go up the field and play that damn gap. Because he's going to cut your ass. The law of physics is going to get your ass. And look, they ain't many people, there's probably a few people who convince me of that different, but by God, there ain't many people. So I did it for so long, I know you can't do it. And okay, and then when we two gap, the hand placement is hands in the armpits. And we want to have the nose on the ear hole. The nose on the ear hole. And the thing that we tell them too, this is a good little thing that I think, I didn't mention this a while ago. We talk to them all the time about eyes being lower than the blocker's eyes. And as coaches, we talk about leverage on the blocker. But to them, I try to find as many reference points that I can find. Nose on the ear hole. They all know where the damn inside ear hole is. They know the eyes lower than the blocker's eyes. It's just my way, guys, trying to teach them to stay in leverage position, lower than the blocker. When his eyes get lower than yours, you're in trouble. And it's just a little, that's a little bit. And then well, this actually, I know this is placement. I put it in the wrong place. Here's something hard to teach kids right here. Go back with you, Brian. This is hard to teach kids, and I think it's really important. I really do. Getting them to defeat the blocker and then look for the football. Because you know what they want to do? They want to look for the ball. So getting them to get the blocker, whip the blocker's ass, and then pop your eyes to the ball. That's what this little drill does right there. He places his hand, go ahead and roll it right. There's several shots out of that. And let me stop. Let me say this to you guys. We talked about this a while ago. Eyes directed at the ball carrier. We talked about this a while ago. Well, I combined a lot of the stuff, some off-season stuff, and I couldn't hit people in their chest and everything, so we started using their arms. It was just a thought I had. I really at one time thought about some pipe, and I was going to put rubber around it and stuff like that, which somebody'd have to do that for me, guys, because I couldn't. It was just a damn idea, I tell you. But anyhow, because I damn sure couldn't do it. But I thought it'd be some way I could get my hands on the guy, supinate like I was getting them on the block. And so we started using his arms. And it's really been helpful to us in the off-season. That's what that is right there. And you see them doing this. They are stepping and playing the blocker and then popping their eyes in their gap responsibility. Okay? That's hard to get kids to do. Play the blocker, then locate the ball. Okay? There's your one gap player coach. See how he's got, now he's putting the hand inside and the other hand on the bicep. Two gap player. I call it stab and grab. That's what we're doing. Now he's going to do it and do it running back. This old boy's getting great, let me tell you. I don't know how to tell us, but he's a great kid. I coached him at LSU when the 9/11 occurred and they hit the Pentagon with the jet as well as the Twin Towers. The place where the football team eats at LSU is called the Pentagon Cafeteria. And so when they told this old boy, about the jet hitting the Pentagon and everything, he said, "What are we going to eat tonight?" Separation. This is the next thing we talk about, is getting separation. And this is, run that back one time. That's the way we start teaching the drill. We start teaching the drill with the guy just locking up on the sled. and working really hard to keep his feet popping and to get the separation from the blocker and then release the blocker. And then that's what he's doing right here. Go ahead. And then the next thing we do is put him on the ground and put a ball in, and now he's working on it. It's a double pump. That's a pretty heavy sled, or the flexible steel is. And what we're looking for is, like you see here at the nose, this is a really good shot against Auburn. You see, it's really inside the hands and good separation. This is a 5 technique against Florida. Playing out there, and he overlaps and makes the play. And if you watch the Florida offensive tackle, he does a great job. It's good separation, isn't it? Good separation. And this is a 4 technique up here at the top. Watch him. This is against Gandy, a really good player, still playing pro ball somewhere. And one down here at the bottom. That's not Mark. That's Mark. Watch this guy against Florida State tackle here. Good separation. Gets his hands in place. Gets good separation. And actually pulls the ball out here and creates turnover. Watching left thigh outwork the tackle here. That good separation. Outworks, you don't get much help from the outside of the basic play. And here's the deal. You'll see that it comes back and you'll see the right 4 technique over here. Got the hand in the throat. I don't recommend it with one hand. Run that back up. I don't recommend it to them with one hand, but that worked out pretty good for him. Watch the nose in the right 5 here. This is really good job of explosion and separation. And I think this is the last shot. I'll move on. Right here. I tell you something else that's really good coaching point. Right here, if it's not what we talked about, run it back one time, right? If you can stop them in that freeze mode, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see the angle of the back? This is his own offense. See the angle of the back? What we try to get them to do, now Brian, stop it right there. When that back shoulder's at that angle right there, we try to hold the blocks. Hold the point, we call it. Because for the nose here, with this back, with his angle being what it is, inside the tackle box, there's always the threat of the cutback. If it's the wide zone, and he's going, or toss sweep, or whatever, if he's going with his shoulders turned to the boundary, and it's going outside the tackle box, then we go to the hips and run. Release the blocker over the hips and run. On this particular play, and I just have to say it's what I'm really, I want you to see separation. Run it down. Look at the back. He's going to make the cutback. The back is going to make the cutback. And you see the nose makes a play. But it's basically because he held his point. When the ball is in the cylinder, we want to hold our point. When the ball is working outside the cylinder, we can get off the block and run. Does that make sense? That's a good coaching point. Stop a minute, right? I'll tell you where I learned it. Working with Coach Harnsberg, who I talked about at length a while ago, but shit, I mean, these guys are great. He's a great one, I'm telling you. Anyhow, Bill used to tell the linebackers, Kurt Schottenheimer, Marty's brother, coaches linebackers, and Bill used to tell the linebackers,